Choice is an illusion. There really is no choice. We are simply nature running off. We are chemistry and conditioning. We just think we are in control because we are born into a sea of stimulation, one of my recent videos. And because of all the stimulation, it perpetuates the cycles of thought, which has us thinking we're somebody doing something, which has us thinking we're in control. And as long as we're trying to do something, we're going to be attached. We're going to be attached to outcomes and expectations, which is going to cause what? Stress. And we're going to always be trapped in the cycles of suffering because this is all an attachment. Because we think we're in control. Remember, what happens if we stop thinking? What happens if we practice presence? We surrender. We allow God to observe through us. When we become the observer, when we become detached, when we become thoughtless, we start to observe nature running off. We start to observe and realize we're not in control. We are observing our chemistry and conditioning, making decisions. We are merely attached to what we think is the decision maker through the cycles of thought. So the control is an illusion that is based off being us attached and being caught in the cycles of thought, right? Because without thinking, if we are the observer, if we stay present, we see that we are nature running off. We're not making any decisions. Anything that's happened in the past, anything that happens was always going to happen. We can only ever make one decision. There is no this or that. There is no this or that. We think there's this or that, and then we choose this and say, oh, I shouldn't choose that. You are never going to choose that. You are only ever going to make you can only ever make one decision. It's not really you making it. It's your nature running off. It's chemistry and conditioning, which again, we see once we stop thinking. How do we stop thinking? Presence and purification, facilitating a state of peace, emptying the mind, right? Once we can continually practice presence and stop thinking and become the observer, we start to see this nature running off, which I always talk about, chemistry and conditioning. Choice is an illusion. It's an attachment that's going to keep us caught in the cycles of suffering. Because as long as we're trying to do anything, this means we're going to be attached to outcomes and expectations. And what happens if stuff doesn't go our way? Oh, what's going to happen to this? Oh, I should have done this in the past. This is all just a trap.